What's up, everybody? I hope you're having a good day today. Anyway, today I want to share with you some keys of success, which are 4 of them. There are 4 keys of success that I follow myself to help me accomplish goals, achieve any achievements that I plan on achieving. I have accomplished plenty of things in my life, but without these 4 keys of success, I would not be in the place that I am today. And I want to share with you the same things that I follow to help you along your journey to success, to help you achieve your career goals and also make your dreams come true. But the first key that I follow is discipline. Discipline is very important to have. You have to be willing to follow instructions. You have to be disciplined enough to follow the rules that is given to you. You know, if you're trying to lose weight, or if you're trying to gain muscle, or if you're trying to reach a certain limit that you want to have with your body, if you want to have a career job, you have to be able to have discipline. You have to be able to follow rules, follow instructions. You know what you have to do. You know the list that you have to follow in that exact order, and you have to be willing to follow those rules. You have to obey by the rules in order to achieve any kind of goal that you want, because people are looking at that. Like when you try to apply for different jobs, or matter of fact, when you're at a job that you're at, people pay attention to if you're disciplined enough to clock in on time or clock out on time, if you disciplined enough to come into work and work hard every day, if you're disciplined enough to follow and abide by the structure that is given to you. Discipline is very important to have. You have to be willing to abide by the rules and agendas if you're trying to see any progress when it comes to losing weight or gaining muscle, or when it comes to applying for a job or achieving your career goal that you plan on desiring. Matter of fact, just in general, period, you have to have discipline. You have to be able to follow rules and follow instructions that is given to you in order to make it to the next level. So next thing once you have the discipline in you, once you are abiding by the rules that is given to you, the next step, the next key of success that I also follow is consistency. Now you got to be consistent with what you're doing. You can't slack in it. You can't say, I'm going to take a day off, I'm going to take a break. You know what I'm saying? You have to be consistent with what you're doing. For example, I have a guy that works at my job that goes to the gym with me. He'd been with me for about almost 200 days. And before he started working out with me, he didn't like how his body looked. So in order for him to lose weight and get to the body that he wants to be, first he started with discipline. He started eating the right foods. He started not eating at a certain time after, a certain night. And on top of that, he was consistent with coming to the gym with me every night, or whenever I went to the gym 4 days, 5 days out the week, whatever. He was consistent with that every day, and every week he looking forward to working out and trying to, make progress with the gains that he's trying to get. So you have to be consistent with the agendas and the disciplinary actions that is given to you. You gotta be consistent. You gotta keep on doing the same process that is given to you in order to continue to rise and continue to go higher in what you're trying to do. So always stay consistent with doing good and doing what you're supposed to do to get to where you want to go in life. And key number 3 is persistency. Now that you have discipline, now that you are being consistent with your disciplined actions to get to where you want to go, now when it comes to being persistent, you got to be willing to keep that same energy, that same consistent and disciplined energy when times get hard. Because there are going to be times where you're not going to feel like getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning, or you're supposed to. There are going to be times where you're not going to feel like coming to work, and you're supposed to. There are going to be times where it's going to be so hard to where you're not going to feel like doing whatever it is that you got to do to get to the next level. There are going to be times like that. Life is hard. It ain't easy. I wish it was easy, but it's not easy. Life is hard. It can be challenging sometimes, but you got to be willing to fight through all the obstacles, all the turbulences that comes your way. You got to be willing to fight through every trial and tribulation that comes your way, and stay strong in those areas, because time's going to get hard. Your strength is going to get tested. So when your strength is being tested, you got to stay strong by any means. Stay strong in all those things. Stay persistent in that. Like, don't give up. Don't quit. Have that never quit, never give up mentality whenever times get hard, because it will get hard. But you got to stay strong in those areas in order to get to the next level, because they say no pain, no gain. So if you don't go suffer through pain in the midst of where you're trying to go in life, how are you going to progress? How are you going to gain and get to the next level? And also, last but not least, key number 4 is faith and believing in the process. You gotta believe. Work without faith is dead. You gotta believe in the process. What's the point of starting your goal or having some kind of achievement that you want to achieve if you don't believe in it? We have a lot of ideas that we plan to accomplish. You have a bucket list that we want to make sure we check mark those bucket lists before we leave this earth, whatever. But you gotta believe in the process. And also, in the midst of having faith and believing, patience is like right in the midst of that. Patience coexists with having faith and believing, because sometimes the thing that you're trying to go to or trying to get and where you want to be in life, sometimes it's going to take quick. Sometimes it's going to take an average time to get there. Sometimes it might take a little bit even longer. But you got to stay within. You got to stay strong within, and do not quit until you get to where you're trying to go. My dad always told me to go get it. Like when we used to play catch when I was younger, and my dad would tell me, go get it. Like he would throw the ball in every single direction. He never threw the ball to me straight all the time, but every now and then he would throw the ball in different angles, and he would tell me to go get it, because my dad wanted to see if I was going to chase after that ball that was thrown to me. So the blessing that you're trying to get, the goal that you're trying to achieve, and the dream that you want to accomplish, it's not going to always be handed to you. Sometimes you just got to go get it, but you got to believe and reach out, because the sky is the limit. There's so many things in this world that you can accomplish and you can do in this world. There's so many ideas and so many actions you can take, but you got to believe that you will make it. You got to believe that you will get it. Like I said, work without faith is dead. You got to work for it. You got to put in the work in order to get to where you want to go in life. And so now that I explained to you discipline, consistency, persistency, and faith, now once you get to faith, that doesn't mean that's it. It's a cycle. It's like a cycle. Once you have faith, you still got to have disciplinary actions. You still got to be consistent. You still got to be persistent in all your obstacles, and still believe that you're going to get there, because even when you complete your dream, there are going to be times where you might want to go to the next level. You still got to repeat those same keys to success to get to where you want to go in life. So I hope this helped you out, because this is what helps me out in all the things that I desire to do in my life, and it has gotten me far, and it's going to continue to get me farther in my life on my journey to my success, because I'm still working on, moving on up in my life. I'm never satisfied with being stagnant. I always want to move forward in my life, but I gotta continue to be disciplined, consistent, persistent, and always have faith and believe in the process, and keep God first in everything that I do. Thou shalt not quit. So let's go.